Welcome to 2 out of 3 Recommend. I'm Lee.
And I'm Brett.
We're two brothers out of three getting together to chat.
And recommend drinks, movies, shows, and things to keep you busy.
Welcome to another episode of 2 out of 3 Recommend. We are 2 out of 3 brothers recommending stuff for life. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee.
How are you?
Good.
You're trying to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm good. We are definitely heading towards summer, but still hanging on to a bit of wintry spring at the moment.
I was playing a game of netball the other night.
Yes.
Which I'd recommend. And it was quite warm. Oh, no, it wasn't that warm. It was like maybe low 20s.
Yep.
Right? But it was still sunny, and so I was sweating. But hey, I'm sweating right now.
Yeah.
And then we went out for dinner after, and then by the time we left dinner, it was like, I'm cold.
Yeah.
So it's doing that thing where it's warm and then it's
wild.
just like bang, cold.
All over the place. Shall we have a drink?
I think we should.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay, good.
I'm going to say
Is that
because
it's been in your fridge for a week.
well, I bought it last week because I saw it next to whatever we drank last week, and it's been sitting there taunting me for a week, wanting me to drink it because it is classic red pub soda flavour of Brookvale Union.
I didn't know it was 4 pints.
And
They're all the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember growing up, raspberry was my drink of choice before we were allowed to have Coke. And so red pub soda flavour is a bit nostalgia.
Yeah. One standard drink. That's all right.
Brookvale Union, we've had their lemon one a couple of weeks ago, and we liked that. So I thought I'd try the Rapsy flavour.
Okay.
Hectic,
No, I have seen this and nearly bought it myself. So.
hectic artwork.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what that's got to do with
It's like
vodka, red pub, classic
Terry-
flavour pub soda.
it's like Terry Gilliam took acid and then tried to draw
It is a
something
bit
to
Monty
do with
Python.
vodka red pub soda. I guess pubs have jukeboxes. There's a jukebox guy with a top hat, and that guy's face is red, pouring from a teapot into a flower vase with speakers in it. And the sun is also
Anyway.
red.
This isn't a visual.
Okay.
There's a man riding a ding. Anyway, sorry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Brookvale Union Classic Red Pub Soda Vodka. It's pub.
It's
It's pub raspberry.
It's bordering on creaming soda.
Yeah, red creaming soda though, not brown creaming soda.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not that sweet.
No. You're right, actually. It could be redder. Yeah. I mean, I'll drink it.
Yeah,
And
drink
the four that are left there.
Drink quite easily, actually.
I'm going to have dinner with friends tonight, so I will be taking those other 4. You got
that poor restaurant.
You got to take the sour cider the other week, so it's my turn to take this one.
Yeah, did I even drink it? Yeah, I did drink it.
All right, what do you got to go with it?
I have something salty because I thought that would be sweeter.
Yes.
And I'm mixing it up a bit. So I have Kettle sweet potato chips
I actually really like sweet potato
with
chips.
rosemary and sea salt because I love a bit of rosemary.
Yeah.
Rosemary,
Rosemary.
however you want to say
It's
it.
easy to grow. Rosemary.
Apparently, I don't know.
It's actually a weed. Can you smell the rosemary?
I can smell sweet potato,
All right.
which is good. And also Kettle, for the viewers at home, this is where the chips go up to. It's like half the bag.
I just
They're
ate the
vegan
chip,
friendly.
sorry.
That's all right.
Before we said cheers.
I had to have a rant about the thing. Cheers.
Cheers.
You can talk while I eat.
The sweet potato flavour could be stronger. Like I've made my own sweet potato chips for one of my old food businesses.
I'm not getting much rosemary.
I'm not getting a lot of sweet potato.
It's just salt.
Can I have another one?
It's just salty. But they do feel healthier. That they're gluten-free, vegan-friendly.
Feel healthier. Like you said about the classic pub red soda, I expected these to be sweeter.
You expecting them to be sweeter?
Well,
Oh.
sweet potato.
Oh, it says
Yeah.
vegan friendly too, asterisk, right?
Yeah, okay.
Just so we don't use any animal products in the preparation of these chips, which is good because they're potato.
Yep.
Just so you are aware, they are cooked in the same facility as other products that are not vegan.
Okay.
So if you're one of those, then
I saw a clip on the Reels / TikToks of QI. Avocados are not vegan friendly, strictly. Did you know that?
they're a fucking plant.
Well, this is what
vegans.
Sandy tells me
Sandy who?
from QI.
Oh, I thought just a person on QI.
No. Yeah, Sandy, the host of QI.
Sandy Roberts.
Yeah, tells me that because they are hard to cultivate, they transport bees to where they want the avocados to grow. And because that is an unnatural way of using an animal,
Right.
super strict vegans can't eat avocados or pumpkins or two other things that I can't remember from the show.
Honey. It's
honey.
like that episode of The Simpsons where that guy's a level 5 vegan and he won't cast
Yeah, yeah.
anything. He does his own pocket mulch and he won't eat anything that casts a shadow.
Isn't that Moby?
No, it's some kid
Oh,
with
yeah.
the thing and she
Yeah,
gets
it's a
stuck in
kid.
the tree.
And she
it's
likes
like,
him.
When the bucket, the lightning struck it, and they think she's dead. Because
Yeah.
Lisa chimes the tree because they were going to chop down this big tree.
Yeah, 'cause she has
the
the
rich
crush.
Texan was like, yeah, wants
She
to
has a
do
crush on this vegan.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to Simpsons Trivia tomorrow night if you're listening
We
to this on
are.
the day that it's released.
So let's hope there's a round on that episode.
Yeah.
And nothing after a season 10.
Question, as long as the question is the guy that grows his own pocket food Moby, I'll be able to answer no to that. I couldn't name him.
I was already thinking of some team names.
Oh, good.
And I was like, it was going to be Everything's Coming Up Millhouse.
Yeah, I like that.
Or maybe the Purple Monkey Dishwashers.
Yeah.
Or that's all I had.
Lots of people are going to say monorail. We don't want to do that.
No, that's basic.
Yeah. You're basic.
Yeah.
I'm watching The Good Place again. No, I'm not. It's just there. It's
I
just
haven't
in
watched a sitcom. Well, I have, but
I have, and we'll get to that in a sec. What other team names could we have for Simpsons team name trivia at Pride of Our Footscray, one of our favourite bars? If you know any and you're listening to this before Thursday night when we are going to be the team, let us know on the socials.
Everything's coming up. 2 out of 3 recommend.
Yeah. No, that's going to sound terrible. Or maybe it'll work.
He looks like you, Poindexter. Sorry.
Um,
Sorry, that was just a random quote from an episode.
You have watched things that
I
aren't
have.
sitcoms, you just said.
Yes.
Or do you want to hear about the sitcom you have watched that I've now watched an episode of?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Frasier.
Oh, okay.
No.
Nah?
No.
Did you only watch the one episode?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Because I was like, maybe I'll watch more. And then I'm like, no, I'll just watch it, Will and Grace again.
So,
That's when you know a TV show's not good. If you can't get me to watch it instead of watching something I've watched before.
I was turned off straight away when Frasier first appeared and the crowd cheered. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's not necessary. We know he's coming. Like, he's not a guest star.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't decided to make a spin-off of his nephew
Yep.
and then he appears. We don't need that. It's called Frasier.
Yep.
Kelsey Grammer's going to be there.
Yeah, it's called Frasier, starring Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Kelsey Grammer is returning as Frasier.
Yes.
The first thing you see is Kelsey Grammer literally returning
Yeah.
as Frasier.
The first thing you see is that one-dimensional English character.
Oh, yeah.
Then you see Frasier.
Yep.
Then you see his one-dimensional nephew. Then you see his one-dimensional English friend's one-dimensional boss.
Yep.
Then you see his one-dimensional son. Then you see his one-dimensional son's one-dimensional housemate.
Yep.
And that's why I won't be watching any more of the show.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just sitcom because everybody just has had their, back in the days of sitcom, everybody's very one-dimensional.
Yes.
Like,
I But then you said like you've rewatched Will and Grace. Are they one-dimensional?
No.
Because
But that's
I think,
that's like a good show.
but like Frasier, original Frasier ran for a while.
Yeah, but it was all pretty one-dimensional when you think of it.
Yeah, maybe
Like
the
they all
writing
were the
was
same.
better.
I think it was.
Because if you think about like Seinfeld,
Like if you think about Big Bang,
the pinnacle, Seinfeld,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah.
The four of them. Like Jerry
yeah.
is successful, Elaine is Elaine, Kramer is Kramer, and George is George. Right, that's it.
Yeah.
But does that get a pass because the writing is so good?
Well, I think it gets a bit of a pass because it's not a traditional sitcom. In terms of like situation comedies, that each episode they're not in like a, oh no, I've got 2 dates to the prom. What am I going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like, oh no, my dad's my next door neighbor now. Oh, that's what I felt like at the end of the episode of Frasier.
You know what? I didn't even get that far.
Maybe it got a bit better as the episode went on. But don't bother. It's
I
fine.
got to he found out he had a baby, but it didn't have a baby.
Oh, but it's not his baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I thought.
Sorry,
you know
spoilers.
what? How much? No, stuff it. How much of a tease was it? Like, oh, thought that when they were referencing the baby,
Yeah.
I was like, are they referencing a male partner?
Yeah, that's what I thought at first.
And I was like, oh, I was like, what a letdown! It's a fucking baby.
Yep. And it's, I don't know, it just felt a one-dimensional characters and a one-dimensional script.
Uh-huh.
Kelsey Grammer is very good, and he plays that arrogant, overly educated, highly educated person very well.
Yep.
I didn't like the line of, oh, whenever I'm in Boston, I
Yeah.
feel like I spend too much time at a bar.
Yeah.
Like, that made your career, mate.
Yeah.
Like, well, Kelsey Grammer. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like the couple of fan service jokes like Boston is calling, are you listening? And
Yeah.
then the studio audience is told to go,
I hated that. Then I was like, oh, he's going to have a show again.
yeah,
Which he might. I don't know.
he will, because I've seen a clip from the last episode of this series
Oh.
where he's on the air.
But where's Roz? She was the Roziest. Like,
Ah, Roz.
she's
yeah.
the Roziest.
And Bulldog.
Bulldog. Is he dead?
I don't feel like... I think he is. I don't feel like they are... The first series were as one-dimensional.
No, I feel like it went on, it was very one-dimensional at the start, but then it developed because then, you know, Nigel and Daphne got together and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
I don't feel like any of these characters could have an emotional connection.
I don't know if any of them have emotion.
Whereas in the first one, like, there was legit friendship and care between Frasier and Roz, even when she was at her rosiest,
Yeah.
and genuine care between the dad and Frasier and Niles, even though they didn't seem like they were similar at all.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm going to get that out of these characters.
Yes. I feel like a
So
lot of
enjoy your money, Kelsey.
A lot of with the original, it was the relationship of the sons with the dad was a lot better. And I don't think they're doing it with this one.
No.
You know what I mean? Everybody's like, ha, they're not going to learn along, but they still care for each other. Whereas, like, I literally think that Frasier's son does not like him. So, we'll see, but we won't because I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, but it's not in the, like...
We'll see when it gets to next year's Emmys and they froth it because it's fucking Kelsey Grammer.
But the son not liking the dad is not in that funny...
Because we're different. It's because you abandoned me.
Yeah, but also it's not written in that
Is it Lilith?
funny, acerbic way that Lilith is.
Yeah.
Like the harshness and her delivery of Lilith make that great, where it's just the son saying, I do not want to spend time with you.
Yeah, I have my own life and you don't fit in.
Yeah, and he's like, you remind me of your mother. And then
Done.
Kelsey Grammer sings the credits.
Yeah.
Does he sing the credits this time? I didn't make it to the credits.
He goes, yeah, you know how this one goes. Oh, baby, I hear it. And it was very much the same credits of there's a scene while the music's going on, like an end of the show kind of thing. Yeah.
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 Anyway, I do not recommend the new Frasier.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I watched a movie because it has Simon Pegg in it.
Oh, he's good.
What was it on? Was it on Netflix? Was it on Prime? Anyway, I watched it on something.
Yep.
And it's called Nandor Fodor and the Talking Mongoose.
All right. Doesn't sound great.
Well, maybe I should have paid attention to the title, not sounding
Okay.
great, because it was bloody weird. So Simon Pegg plays this paranormal psychologist or whatever, right?
Yep.
Called Nandor Fodor, who is from undistinct kind of European country.
Yep.
Like the accent. Simon Pegg, if you're listening, just do things with British accents.
Are we talking the Witches reboot?
He was very like, I am from somewhere in Sweden, but maybe Turkey.
All right. You had a little Canadian slip in there
Yeah,
too.
right. So not as bad as Anne Hathaway's.
Okay.
What was the phrase? Accent gymnastics. I wrote Simon Pegg plays detective thing. And then it was weird. So at the start, I was already a bit annoyed because it was one of those movies that had like 6 or 7 production companies.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like this production company, this, and then it had all the. I'm like, when's the movie going to start?
Yep. And that's when you're like, no one person really had faith in this movie.
Yeah. So it's all about. It's set in the somethings, maybe the 20s. Can you tell how much I paid
The
attention?
30s. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It was just, yeah. And it has a bit of a backstory of what this talking mongoose is.
Yeah.
And it's very slow.
Oh.
Like, it's literally some guy narrating. Like, this family found this talking mongoose, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? It's very thing.
Yep.
But so there's a lot of just like talking and nothing really happens.
Is there then silliness at the end of it?
Nope. Not really. There's a bit of silliness, but it's just dumb.
Because the trailer is just coming back to me, and I have seen silliness in the trailer.
What was the silliness?
Or like weirdness of like him going into a barn. And
Oh,
something
yeah.
happens.
There's that.
Good though? Funny?
I think you kind of knew what was going to happen in the end anyway. There were a couple little laughs, but not like that great. So it's Simon Pegg, Minnie Driver is in it. Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Is he good or is
He's
he
good.
plays the mongoose?
He plays Christopher Lloyd.
Okay, yep.
And then some other people that you might have seen in British things.
Is Simon Pegg waning a little bit without Edgar Wright?
There was actually some good...
He is in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
As Tom Cruise's little computery offsider.
Scotty. Oh, no, that's Star Trek.
He's also in Star Trek as Chris Pine's little computery offsider.
I did see something that he's, like Simon Pegg, it's like he's done the holy trinity of nerddom. Because he's been in Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
But not in Nandor and the Talking Mongoose. There were some good, like, directing shots and bits and that kind of thing. But I feel like it was trying to be kind of somewhat suspenseful, but it wasn't really suspenseful.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Too much talking to be suspenseful.
Like, I felt it was, like, leading up to some sort of payoff, and we didn't get the payoff.
Right. It's got a 5.3 on IMDb.
Yeah.
Do you think that's warranted?
Yeah. It's just okay.
All right. It says, when famed paranormal psychologist Dr. Nandor Fodor investigates a family's claim of a talking animal, he uncovers a mysterious web of hidden motives. Soon, everyone becomes a suspect in his relentless pursuit of the truth.
It didn't seem that relentless.
It's somewhat this other thing. It says it's somewhat vaguely based on a true story.
Yeah, there were like newspaper articles
Yeah.
about a talking mongoose on the
The
Isle of
talking
Man.
mongoose hoax that became a newspaper sensation in the 30s, the crop circle story of its day.
Ooh.
Or the mystery craters story.
Ooh.
Remember that? I was telling someone about that the other
Mystery
day.
craters.
That we found in the Northern Territory. We went to, remember? This
Yeah,
guy went in
sorry.
his backyard, dug a hole, and found a crater.
Yeah. That's what a crater is. It's a big hole.
All right. So,
What
no?
sitcom have you watched?
Yes
oh,
or no?
no. Like, it's all right, but nah. Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention. But
Okay.
it didn't get my attention, so that's its fault. Literally, the last word in my notes is meh.
All right. The sitcom I watched was Frasier.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Book.
Book. Yeah.
I've read a book. It is by, I'm going to move the chips over here. It is by Caroline Angel, author of Madman Across the Water, Origin of Evil and Less, a thriller writer from Victoria, Australia.
Ooh, local.
Nice and local. This is called Where Shadows Move. There's the blurb on the back for YouTube. Did you read it? I hope so. Caroline Angel. It's
That's a big blue.
yeah, there's a lot in there, which is good. I like that it's set in Melbourne.
Okay.
So the main character is a real estate agent in Melbourne, and then she goes to, I think they even say in the story, she goes to like Canberra Market
Oh.
and picks up a whole bunch of stuff, and in there is this deck of tarot-y looking cards. But then the cards start to do things,
Ooh.
and she learns that the cards may be possessed. And
Ooh.
stuff is happening in her life that is caused by these cards.
Is it just like, oh my God, 7 cups? Oh.
No, well, they're tarot-y-ish.
Okay. They're
But
not.
not
There's not
actual
like
tarot.
7 cups. Okay.
No, there's not like a death and a priestess or whatever is on there. And Jane Seymour from Live and Let Die doesn't appear to read them.
Yeah.
It's well set up. I thought the start was a little bit slow, but then stuff happens.
Okay.
And I'm realising that build-up is a good build-up
So it's like-
into a hectic kind of climax.
So it's like Nandor Fodor. There was a slow build up,
Yeah.
but then nothing happened. Stuff happened in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a slow build-up, but stuff actually happens.
That's good.
And the climax is pretty hectic. I wouldn't say... It's definitely a thriller, but I wouldn't say it is super scary.
Okay.
Like, sometimes you don't, but readers know that sometimes you read a book that draws you into the scariness of it. This is more a creepy thriller type one.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
might like it. It's not horror.
You won't like it because it's a book, though.
Oh, well, will I like it enough to make it a movie?
Well, I'll let you know.
TV shows, it's a series. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll let you know because I've met Caroline. She'll tell me if it gets made into a movie.
Okay.
And then we will recommend the movie version once you've watched it.
Yeah.
But yes, Where Shadows Move by Caroline Angel. She's got quite a few books out that you can find on the internets.
Cool.
To buy. She's got quite a few. They're all set reasonably locally. So if you're a Melbourne slash
Just
Victoria.
bullshit. Actually, I might like this one.
If you're a local reader, Melbourne, Victoria person, I think this is the first of her books that I am reading, and I've got another one next ready to go. They're all set kind of locally with kind of very real things. That's a signed copy.
Signed copy.
Yeah, I'm very special.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay.
check out Where Shadows Move.
I might.
I do recommend.
Good.
I'll pass it on to Mum after I've done with it too, because she will like it.
Oh, good. Speaking of things that are set in Victoria and in Melbourne,
You rewatched Blue Healers.
I did. No. I watched another movie
Yep.
called Of an Age,
Okay.
which is an Australian gay movie.
Yep.
But like it was pretty good. It was a bit hectic at the start.
Yeah, right.
So it's like there's a guy and his friend's hectic and a mess, and then his friend, who's a girl, has an older brother, and then they connect and yada yada yada.
Yep.
It lost me a bit at the start.
Okay.
The hectic friend who's a bitch, she's
course.
like woken up and she's like, I don't know where I am. I'm on the beach for some reason. And then she's like, she goes to a payphone. It's set in the late 90s. So
Okay.
that's why there's a payphone.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, she's like, I need money for the payphone. I'm like, did they not have, was 1-800 reverse not a thing then?
Yeah, maybe not.
And I was like, oh, that looks familiar. This whole beach and there's an oval and then like a milk bar looked familiar. I'm like, oh, maybe this is in the West. And then she calls and she's like, I'm on like Allenby Street. The way she was talking. So then he had to get out the Melways to find where that was. And she's like, there's 4 of them. There's one near the beach. Oh, Altona. And I'm like, that is not Altona.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure it was like Werribee South. But hey.
That does have a milk bar.
You know,
Werribee
where it's
South.
like, and then there's like a T, and then there's like a oval.
And then the
and
milk
a
bar's behind it. Yeah.
I'm
Mum and
pretty
I
sure.
almost bought that milk bar.
Yeah, that's why I thought I recognised it.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not Altona. So it kind of lost me.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they live somewhere in the north suburbs. So he was like, it'll take me an hour to get there. I'm like, okay, maybe. So then the brother comes on and then they bond while they're going to pick up the fucking nut job of a bloody sister. And then we'll go back. I'm not going to talk through the whole movie. It's like
Scene 3.
Scene 3. It's like, okay, we'll find another way home. Let's go Geelong Road and then dine on and then thing. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, that's not how you would get back there.
Well, yeah, you
Oh,
basically...
Corey, he said Corrie Creek, Geelong Road, dine on.
Yeah.
Actually, no, yeah.
It's Brunswick.
Well, I think it's more north. Like, you know, fucking Mickleham. I don't know.
Well, no, I'd go Geelong Road, Racecourse Road, and then north.
But I worked out how you can. I worked out how you can know if
Not get
people are
bogged
from
down.
the western suburbs or not,
Yeah.
and it's how they say Dynon Road.
Really?
It's Dynon Road, right?
Yeah.
Not Dynon.
They might just not be from Melbourne at all.
If it's yeah, well, that's bad directing. Then I'm like, no, cut.
Yeah.
It's Dynon.
It's Dynon Road.
Dynon. If you say Dynon, you're not from the west.
It's the road that's open at the moment.
Yeah.
Westgate Tunnel, thanks very much.
Yeah. It is a nice movie, and there are some really nice moments. There's some weird moments. But like all in all, it's a bit predictable.
Romances generally are.
It's romancy, yeah.
I was talking to someone yesterday, and romance seems to be, in books and a bit in film, the most by the numbers stories,
Yeah.
which is why they can be predictable.
Yeah.
It's also why they're reasonably, no offense to any romance writers listening, reasonably easy to knock out. Just go bang, bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang,
yeah,
right
yeah.
one. Yeah.
But you know, some of the acting was good. Some of the dialogue was weird. And the friend was just like really annoying.
Anyone we know?
No.
Okay.
I was like,
That's good.
none
They
of these
haven't
people
just-
have been in Blue Heelers.
Well, it's good that they haven't just defaulted to the usual people.
Yeah.
And it's good there's some Aussie queer films getting viewed and getting out there a little bit more.
Yeah.
Would you recommend?
I would recommend. It's a nice watch.
What's it called again?
Of an Age.
Of an Age.
It has a 7.1 on IMDb.
How can we watch it?
On Prime, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Prime.
Good. Can I recommend something to do?
Yep.
This summer, I recommend for people to go to see the Melbourne Aces baseball.
Okay.
You may
Where can
not
I see them?
You may not be a baseball fan, but I think it's actually a great sport to watch.
Yeah.
I've obviously played it for a long time. But if you've tried to watch MLB on the TV, that is a slow watch.
Uh-huh.
But live, I think the Melbourne Aces are doing a good job of creating some atmosphere at the
Right.
Melbourne Ballpark, which is in Altona. The
Actually,
stadium.
Altona or Werribee South?
No, actually, Altona.
Okay, good.
The stadium, we will all admit in the baseball community, even the Melbourne Aces and Baseball Victoria, is not ideally located.
No, it is not.
The closest station is Laverton Station, and you have to walk back under the train line to then get to the stadium.
Yep.
Which is not ideal, but
And it's
there's
a decent walk.
plenty of parking there, and it is close to the freeway.
Yes, it is.
So driving is not a problem. Tickets are pretty well priced. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head because I got a free ticket.
Oh, well, that's a very reasonable price.
I coached the team. My little junior team that I coached got to run out with the Melbourne Aces last night.
Oh.
Which was a lot of fun, and the kids loved it, and they were like on TV. And the Aces lost, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it was a good game. It was round one, game one of the ABL, Australian Baseball League season. And yeah, if you're looking for a sport to go to that isn't cricket or soccer in the summer,
Give baseball a crack.
give baseball a go. Check out the Melbourne Aces, particularly if you live in the West. It's very easy to get to and local for you.
Is it more offensive than the MLB is a pretty defensive?
No, it's pretty close. Like,
Okay.
it's the game style is similar,
Yep.
but the quality's just a bit lower.
Yeah. All right.
Because-
Because it's like the A League, from the one game of A League I watched, it's more, they score more goals because it's less defensive
Yes,
than the Premier League.
Australian soccer football definitely has a tinge of those kids have also grown up playing Aussie rules or rugby,
Yep.
which are very attacking games.
Yep.
Whereas European football soccer is less like that.
You stop them scoring
Yes.
rather than score yourself.
So, yeah, the game is pretty similar. These are just the people that are not quite the MLB level.
Okay.
But there are there's like 3 or 4 ex-MLB players playing this season for the Melbourne Aces, and a couple of American guys that had played for the Melbourne Aces have gone on to play majors as well.
Nice.
So
I'm playing the majors at the moment in the MLB The Show on the PlayStation 5. I just got promoted to the majors, so I play for the Chicago White Sox.
oh, well done.
thank
What
you.
position do you play?
Shortstop, and I bat
course.
7th.
Of course, because everything happens at shortstop.
Although not.
Oh, yeah.
The game's annoying. It's good, right?
Yep.
But it's a bit annoying because a few times it's like, yay, I just hit a 3-run home run. And
Yep.
then, because then it just skips to like your next involvement in the game.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, next inning you're fielding, and now you're losing 7-3. I'm like, what the fuck?
So in that whole 7-run inning,
I didn't do anything.
Nothing went to shortstop.
Yeah, and that's why they scored 7. That's what I tell myself when I'm playing. I'm like, well, that's why we're losing, because I didn't field.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
they hit it past you.
Well, no, it's like if it hit it past me, I still get to see it happen.
No, well, they must all have gone to the
Yeah.
outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why. Not because you didn't make a play, because the hitting was better.
Yeah, but it's just annoying that I don't see it. You know what I mean?
You don't have to put it on speed up. You can watch every play.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I'd be there for 3 hours. Anyway, sorry. I
Go
stood
back
on
to
your
Wii
toes.
Baseball. No, I did that. That's my recommendation is to give the Melbourne Aces baseball a
Wii
go
Baseball.
if you need a sport.
Wii baseball players are very good considering they don't have arms
Yeah.
or
That-
necks or legs.
It arguably makes them better because
And
they
then they
can
look at the
reach.
camera.
They can reach further.
And they can dive in ridiculous ways.
They dive in ridiculous. They don't dive in baseball like they dive in tennis.
Oh,
The Wii tennis diving out of control.
great. I've started playing a game again, Lee. You'll never guess what game it is. It's not MLB The Show.
Polyconomy.
No,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
game on the games.
on the
What's
Switch.
a game? Not the Switch.
Oh, what's a game?
The
Snake.
Sims.
Oh, The Sims.
It's great.
Good. I can tag you in all lots of Sims memes that'll always come across my Facebook feed.
The guy I made is such a winchy bitch. It's because now it's like you have aspirations, you have life goals.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, Brett's angry because he's not achieving his goals. I'm like, you have a house that is worth 160,000 simoleons. You are the regional manager in your business career.
Yeah.
What? You just married some rando guy that lives next door after knowing him for 2 days.
How
What life are you not achieving?
that's a really odd thing to add to the game because it will be the millennials that are playing it. Mm-hmm. And as if millennials need any more reminder that they're like limited in achieving their goals at the moment.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what makes the game a lot easier? Is it's a lot easier to find the cheat codes these days.
You don't have to buy a magazine that has it in it.
Yeah. You don't have to. You just Google Sims 4 cheat codes, and you go, okay, press this and enter this, and you have $50,000. Done. I don't need to work.
I saw a meme recently about The Sims, and it's like someone's applying for the job, and the interviewer says this, and then, I want the job, and then the interviewer says, do you have 3 different friends from different houses? And The Sims like, what an odd request.
Did you play a game of chess last night to improve your logic skill? It's so funny, though.
Did you cook burgers without burning down the entire house?
No, the other sim I have in my little world.
Yep.
It's like you have to get money. But then every time they cooked, they started a fire. So then the oven was destroyed.
So you had to buy a new oven.
To buy a new oven.
Yep.
Then I didn't have any money to actually buy any food. And then I was like, I've got enough money to buy food that you can cook. So then I cooked. And then it burnt the fucking oven again. So I had to replace the oven.
Do you have enough money to buy the bookshelf so we can read the cookbook to get the cooking points?
Yeah, but
that's how you got to play it.
There's a cooking channel on the TV now, so you can watch the TV, do the cooking channel, and it gets you cooking points.
Ah, okay, instead of reading a book.
Yeah. It's actually like there's more stuff, although I was a bit annoyed that the careers options aren't as good. Like you can't be a doctor anymore.
Oh, really?
I'm like, I wanted to, because I was watching ER. And I'm like, now I want to make a sim and have them be a doctor.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Have them be George Clooney.
They could be a criminal, but they could be a tech guru, a secret agent, an astronaut.
Can you be an influencer?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can do retail and you can be a barista and you can be just like a laborer. No, I shouldn't say just like a laborer. You can be a laborer.
So they're very Gen Z jobs.
It's very just like there's full-time jobs and there's casual jobs. I think you can be a babysitter.
Oh.
And you can have a kid. So if you have a kid, so you can just adopt a kid.
Yep.
And then they grow up, and I think when they're in school, they can have a job as well. Although I haven't had a kid yet.
Okay. Have you built our house?
No.
Or just built your own house?
I built my own house.
Yeah.
But I was going to build my apartment.
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty small. And then I was going to try build like...
Well, because you got no money because you're spending it all on ovens.
I was going to try build the Family Guy house, but I don't think that actually conforms with the laws of architecture.
You're going to say archaeology. Neither does
that too, actually.
Neither does the Simpsons house.
Nah, there's rooms that go into rooms that don't go into rooms.
So...
Anyway.
Back onto The Sims.
Yeah.
And
if you've got to spare 4 hours every day, play The Sims.
Yeah, I don't. So I would love to, but I don't. If they had a little Sims app, I'd probably do that.
They might.
Like a mobile version. I'd still play.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
I did a good deed. I mowed Dad's lawn last week while they were away on holidays.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Can I do a good deed?
Can I recommend a movie for tutoring cinema?
Yeah.
Grease.
Oh.
This year has been the...
PG, pass it on.
Yeah. The movie is just PG.
Yeah.
Like it's rated PG.
It's
questionable.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing if it's aged well.
Yes. It is the 30th anniversary of Grease, the movie.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
40th.
Far out.
30th?
When did I read something that's the 30th? Must have been a different movie. But another stage production is also coming to Melbourne very, very soon.
Millsy needs work again, I guess.
So we are reviewing Grease, the 1978 movie.
With Tim Campbell as the teen angel.
I don't even know why I said 30 years. Anyway, that's it. That's Two Drink Cinema coming out this Friday. Thanks for listening to another episode of 2 out of 3 Recommend. Subscribe on your podcast app, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and head over to Two Drink Cinema for our movie reviews. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks for listening to 2 out of 3 Recommend. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcast and become a member, gaining early access to episodes and an exclusive episode each month, sign up as a member using the link in the show notes.
If there's something you'd like to recommend to us, get in touch on the socials or in our Facebook group.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your podcast app or on YouTube. Leave us a rating and review and tell your friends.